You send me John to Mr. Johnson's mail, tell me what am I? Even if it's the best jollof rice or goat meat, because I really love goat meat. Ugh, thinking about goat meat now. Especially with the skin, it just tastes so nice. Drinking it with a bottle of malt. Yeah! 이거 큰! Yeah! 이거 quizz는 yeah, I'm horrible. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and my name is Onyi and today I'm going to be doing a 25 random things about me tag. I saw a few videos on YouTube and I decided why not do one. I was born and raised in Abuja, but I'm originally from Anambra State. So go Igbos, Igbo Kun, yeah! Igbo Kun, yeah! Igbo Kwezonin, yeah. I'm horrible at speaking Igbo, but I do understand it a lot, so please pardon me if I didn't get it right. I'm the middle child, and I have one sister who's older than me, one brother who's older than me, and two younger brothers. So I'm the middle child, yeah. I have a degree in accounting, and I've also completed my ACCA. For those of you who don't know, ACCA is a Chartered Accountancy qualification. I finished my first degree at the age of 19. Yes, I went to a private uni called Madonna University in Nigeria, in Okija in Anambra State. I was very introverted in uni, so I didn't have that many friends, but I had a close knit of friends. And we really got along well. The only flavor of ice cream I like is vanilla. We could go out, I and my husband, and we would go to an ice cream stand and I would pick a cone and they'd be like, pick 3 flavors, and I'd go vanilla, 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 because I only love vanilla. There's just something about vanilla. Even white chocolates, even chocolate, when it comes to chocolates, I also only love white chocolate. Those are my favorite. I walk everywhere if I can help it. I walk to work, I walk to church, I walk to the supermarket to get my groceries. I walk everywhere. I take the stairs when I can, and I guess that's how I kind of stay fit, really. I only eat when I'm hungry. I don't snack on food randomly. I have to be hungry before I go to eat. It's just the way I've trained my body, in essence, not to just go grab food when I don't need any. So I only eat when I'm hungry. And the thing about it is that even when I eat when I'm hungry, the moment I feel satisfied or full, I just stop eating, no matter how delicious that food is. Even if it's the best jollof rice or goat meat, because I really love goat meat. Ugh, thinking about goat meat now. Especially with the skin, it just tastes so nice. Drinking it with a bottle of malt. And it's real goat meat. They don't sell goat meat with skins in the UK. I am so obsessed with the law of attraction. So for those of you who don't know what the law of attraction means, it means, you know, if you think positively, then positive things happen to you. But if you have a negative attitude, then negative things start to happen to you. So once you have a positive attitude, you start to see things in a different light, and you start to see more opportunities, basically. And I'm so obsessed with the law of attraction. I always go online looking for documentaries about it, or looking for stuff about it, or reading up about it. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you would notice on my picture I'm always doing hashtag LOA. LOA stands for law of attraction, so I guess that's me. I speak Spanish, a little bit of Spanish, and that was because the story is that I was really horrible with languages, and I failed so badly when it came to languages back then in school. It wasn't that I didn't have the ability to learn all these languages. It was just more like, it's like, I know English, why do I have to stress myself to learn another language? It's not like the language is even easy. To be fair, I didn't give it a chance, especially French. I kept flunking French. And in the end, the only thing I learned to say in French was je déteste français. But now I don't detest French. Of course I do love French. It's a very sexy language, and I do wish I had learned it in the past. So, no to that. So when I was in uni, I met this guy who he's a Nigerian, but he had a bit of a Spanish accent, and I was wondering, you know, how do you get your Spanish accent? How come you talk like that? And he's like, oh, I lived in Havana in Cuba for 8 years, and I was like, I think I want to learn me some of that Spanish. And he taught me a bit of Spanish, and I actually then ended up going to Mexico. But if you want to say Mexico in Spanish, it would be Mexico. I went to Mexico on my own, and I was speaking Spanish and kicking ass, and I met two lovely Canadian girls there. Yeah, Canadians are really, really nice. And I noticed I was on my own on the holiday because we met at the resort, and I would speak Spanish and they'll be like, did you just learn all the Spanish here? And I'm like, no, I learned it way back from home. And the locals actually thought I was Cuban, and then they would ask me, ¿Dónde es usted? Meaning, where are you from? And I would be like, soy de Nigeriana. And they'd be like, ah, Nigeriana, Nigeria. So yeah, that was really good. It was a really, really exciting time in my life. I still do speak Spanish. I feel like Spanish is very, very easy to speak, because even French, I guess, but I think why I picked up Spanish easily is because the words used in Spanish, if you think about it, is like English. That's a lesson for you in Spanish. Say, for example, you want to say excuse me. You would say con permiso. Permiso is spelled like the word permission. You know, it's gotten from the word permission. So it's like saying with your permission. Yeah. This is not precisely what I want. No es precisamente lo que quiero. Precisely. Precisamente. It's that easy. I cannot dance to save my life. Oh my god. I can't dance to save my life, that's basically it. I dance like a freaking robot who doesn't know what she's doing. I'm like off rhythm, off beat, like it is horrible. I've tried and tried to learn how to dance, but it's a daily struggle for me. And I remember one word dance, when we didn't even learn how to dance for our wedding until like 3 days before the wedding, and this lovely guy in our church, Daniel, offered to teach us how to dance because he used to be a dance teacher. And the moment he saw me dancing, it's like, oh my god, Onyi, you dance like a scientist. That was really hilarious. And at the end of the day, during the wedding, I wasn't even doing much of dancing, it was more of kissing. We're just going 1, 2, 3, kiss, 1, 2, 3, kiss, and the girls are like, oh, you guys did more kissing than dancing. I'm like, oh yes, I know. I moved to the UK when I was 22, and it was actually on my 22nd birthday. And I also got married on my 28th birthday. It means good things happen on my birthday, I don't know. So I've only been clubbing 5 times in my entire life, and I guess you would probably know why, because I'm horrible at dancing, so why go to the club and embarrass myself basically. And plus the club is usually very noisy and I can barely hear what people are trying to say, so I don't even bother going there. So I went to boarding school at the age of 9. Yeah, and boarding school was the best time of my life. I went to boarding school in Abuja, in Gifted Secondary School. Oh, Gifted Eyes, come on, give me a roll if you're out there. I don't know, maybe some of you might watch. I actually said it on Facebook, so some of you can see this. I was the house captain of my hostel. I was very, very rebellious, and it's a whole bunch of story. Maybe I'll have to do a video talking about my boarding school days. But anyway, and in boarding school, I had to carry loads of water, fetch water, because we didn't have running water, so I had to go to a tank. A tank would bring water for us daily, and we'll go with 2 buckets, fetch water for ourselves, for our seniors as well, because they would assign you to a senior student to work for them, and they would use you, as their slave goat, basically. Yeah, so I was someone's slave goat back in secondary school. But I guess all that worked out, because now I have like nice toned arms, I would say. So maybe it did pay off in the end. I have no clue, but we'll see. I'm great with my hands. Anything that has to do with you using your hands, I'm good with them. If you follow me on Instagram, you see I have a cross stitch. I do that with my hands, and I bake, I cook, anything that has to do with the hands, I'm quite good at doing it. I randomly make up songs. Randomly. Like this morning I went to the post to check the post, and all I saw was junk, no mail, spam mail, mail for people who used to live here before, and I started singing, Mr. Postman, Mr. Postman, Mr. Postman, stop sending me letters that I don't need. You send me junk to Mr. Johnson's mail, tell me what am I gonna do with this? Mr. Postman, stop sending me letters that I don't need. Stop sending me letters that I don't need. Yeah, that goes to the postman. I currently work in a bank in the finance department, and I also volunteer as the treasurer of my church. My niece doesn't really understand what the treasurer. I guess she understands, because when she found out I was the treasurer of my church, she was like, "Oh, she's the treasurer. She keeps treasures." Yeah, you know, in charge of the treasures with your finances, I guess. So I guess she does know what I mean. I would rather watch a documentary than watch a movie. There's just something that I find with documentaries. I find them much more educative, and I find that you learn new stuff as well. I just feel like movies sometimes is fictional. People make up things. I don't like it when people make up things. I like facts. I don't know why, but maybe it's because I'm an accountant. I like to deal with the facts, not made up figures. Best movie I've seen recently is Nightcrawler. I don't know who's in it, but I think if I do find out what's his name, I'll leave a link below. The movie was awesome. I found myself laughing in the cinema. Not many people were laughing. I found it really funny. The guy was this twisted guy, but then he would say things that kind of relate to the law of attraction and stuff like that. And I was like, this guy's making sense. But I could tell he was disturbed in his mind, but he was quite good. I recommend that you go see that movie if you haven't seen it. It's a great cult classic. One woman I absolutely adore besides my mom is Lisa Vanderpump. Lisa Vanderpump is one of the cast of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's from England, but she lives in Beverly Hills at the moment. I love her. She's pink, fabulous, bold, and she has a great sense of humor. Basically, if I were to pick anyone's lifestyle, I would pick Lisa Vanderpump's lifestyle. I can listen to Tracy Chapman all day long. I just love her so much. I love the tone in her voice. I can relate to her songs each time I listen to it. And one of my best songs of Tracy Chapman is She's Got a Ticket, because it reminds me of when I was leaving Nigeria. I am scared of other people's dogs. I am addicted to Candy Crush. I am on level 699. What I do is that if I'm stuck on a level, I just carry on staying there, and I keep accumulating boosters every day. Then I found out was that you can accumulate boosters on your phone, on your laptop, and if you have an iPad as well, so you can get 3 boosters in a day, because they tell you it's just 1 booster a day. But if you get a booster on your phone and go to your laptop, you can actually get one. Try to get one on your iPad as well. It works for me. So, and I've gotten enough boosters, and I just go in there with a hammer, go in there with the, I don't know, what's that chocolate one that has loads of candies around it. I go in there with that. I go in there with the sweets and the whatever, bubble gum. And I go in there and I just squash it up, mix it up together, and just explode. I used to run the 100-meter race. My guilty pleasure is Love and Hip Hop, the one that has the Puerto Rican princess Jocelyn Hernandez. Stevie, why you doing like this, Stevie? Stevie, oh, I just love her so much. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but that's my guilty pleasure. Stevie J is like, you ain't never gonna be over me. You ain't never gonna be over me. Finally, I take inspiration from my parents. The reason I do that is because growing up, I saw that my parents, when they wanted to achieve something, I found that they went and they bettered themselves and they improved themselves. They weren't afraid to go back to school and get another university qualification. Right now, as I'm speaking, my mom went back to school to study law. She's a barrister now. And right now she's decided to go back to school, and she's in her 60s. She's decided to go back to school to get another master's degree. So my dad did the same thing as well. Went back to uni to study, and they just keep improving themselves. They feel like age doesn't limit them. It's never too old to chase your dream, and that's just one thing I see in them. And I think it's just a beautiful way to look at life. You're never too old to achieve anything, and carry on pushing and keep on keeping. This has been 25 random tags about me. So please like, subscribe, comment below, and tell me something random about yourself, because I would love to get to know you all of you that subscribe to me. Thank you very much. And for those of you who've just come here for the first time, I hope you did enjoy watching my video. Love you all so much. Kisses until next time. I used to